Hey book beauties, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I hope you guys had a beautiful bookish 2025. You guys, I read so many books. I read 102 books this year. I'm currently on my 103 book. Who knows if I'll finish it by the end of the year? Maybe, maybe not, but it's okay. No pressure. You know, I'm just trying to enjoy the book because it's really good and I just have a lot of stuff to do. And let me tell you guys straight up, I did not have a reading goal this year because I just didn't really set one, to be honest. I started reading books last year. I became a book girly last year, and last year I read like 88 books, I believe. I'm not so sure, but somewhere in the 80s. I think it was 88. And I didn't have a goal set for that year either. Dude, once I read my first book, I couldn't stop, and I really didn't stop. There was 2 months where I read, but not like that. I don't know. I just didn't really feel like reading. So that's why I read maybe like 1 book each month. You know, it is what it is and it's okay. I haven't had months like that. Maybe because I was new. I don't know. There are some months where I read 12 books. There are some months where I only read 7, 8 books. It just depends on the month because I have shit going on. You know, we all have stuff going on. And yes, I love to read, but there's other stuff that I'm doing. I might be prioritizing my mental health, my health, or whatever. So it just depends on what I want to focus on. I always try to read as much as I can. For sure, I have my reading session in the morning and my reading session at night because I wake up in the morning doing my positive morning routine and I want to read in the morning, you know, just so I can read. I don't want to go straight into my phone or straight into work. I just want to read. I just want to read. And at night, I don't want to go to sleep on my phone. I'm on my phone, whatever, and I read for an hour and then I go to sleep. That way, you know, you just kind of calm the mind and you just unwind. You know, it's something that I love to do. And that's why I didn't want to set a goal, because I didn't want to set a goal for, let's say, 100 books. Let's say in December I was barely on my 60s. I didn't want to feel pressured and then be disappointed if I didn't get to 100 books, because you don't know what's going to come up. You don't know what's going to happen. You don't know what you're going to work on. And it's something that I love to do and that I want to do because I want to do it, not because I have to do it. So let's say you set up for 100 books. You're just going to have in mind, I have to read, I have to read, I have to read. You might love to read, you know, and you really want to read 100 books. But when you get in that mindset and in that vibe, it kind of discourages you. You're passionate about it, and then it becomes something that you're not so passionate about, that you don't really want to do, and then you might end up resenting it. And that's what happened to me with makeup. I am a bookish girly. I love to read books. I don't know if I mentioned on here that I have my main YouTube channel and I also have my main social media accounts where I focus on beauty, makeup, fashion, just lifestyle, positive lifestyle things, some cooking stuff, some food stuff. There was a time where I just felt like I had to get ready to film, and if I got ready, I had to film it. I ended up resenting it because I was going through a lot, and I stopped doing my makeup for a cool minute. And I loved it, you guys. I loved doing my makeup, but I just ended up hating it. I just didn't want to do my makeup. My spark was like, it wasn't there, you know. I was so creative doing colorful looks, and I just didn't want to do anything. I didn't feel inspired, and I feel like inspiration really comes within. Yeah, you can be inspired from other people, but inspiration just flows from you. Creativity flows from you, and you just have to let it out. And I also just fell into, oh, people want this, people want that, you know, they want a natural glam. There's the soft glam now, like the no makeup look. So I went towards that, you know. I was kind of like pushing my creativity away, just pushing it in and my inspiration. Like that can really happen. That was something that I was passionate about, and now I'm back into it, and I don't film every time I do my makeup. If I feel like it, like I'll do it, you know, but not every single time. And I don't get ready just to film. I get ready just to get ready, and I'm doing whatever I want to do, you know, even if it's like looks that seem kind of the same. Not every look is the same, okay? I'm very into lip combos, so I film lip combos a lot now. Enough about makeup and all that stuff, because this is a bookish video. This is my bookish account, okay? But if you guys want to check out my makeup, I'm always getting complimented on my makeup, especially on my TikTok, on my List Tags Books TikTok, and I comment back like, you guys go check out my main TikTok channel, you know, because that's where I do my makeup tutorials, my lip combos and stuff like that. And I don't want to mix it. And I did start off with bookish content on my main TikTok, but I was like, no, I want something separate, like just bookish. Okay, we're getting off track. Well, not really, because that was the example. That can really happen, and I just didn't want to set a goal. I know some people do, and some people reach it, some people don't, and maybe it's something that might keep you into reading, but don't overdo it if you do set a goal. Like last year, 88 books is a lot for being my first bookish year. This year, 100 books, like, I didn't know how many books I was going to read, to be honest. I just didn't. I just read to read. I keep track of every book I read just to like see how many days I lasted and whatever. And I literally had like no idea, you guys. I was in my 80s and I was like, oh, you know, wow, like I'm 80s. And I was at 90s and I was like, I might hit 100 books this year. And I was like, whoa, I didn't want to pressure myself and be comparing myself to other people. You guys, if you read just 10 books this year, 20 books this year, 5 books this year, whatever you read, congrats. Give yourself a little pat in the back. Congrats for even reading one book. That is something, and you should be proud of yourself. And if you want to read more next year, okay, you know, then read some more. Check what it is that you are doing. What are you prioritizing? Like, are you going out a lot? Are you going out clubbing a lot? Is that really helping you? No, to be honest, but let's not get into that. So instead, stay in, read a book. Are you on your phone a lot? Put your phone down and pick up your book. I am a fast reader, and that is one thing where I feel like helps me read a lot, it helps me read more, is I do not pick up my phone. I pick up my book. You know, we go to the bathroom, do our thing. You might be on your phone. I'm on my book. If I'm walking to my car, I'm on my book. Like, I am reading. I go on walks, I'm reading, you know, instead of on my phone or listening to music or whatever. Whenever I can, I pick it up. But sometimes I don't. Like, if the book isn't that good, I really don't pick it up. It just depends on what type of book, but I always do try to pick it up instead of my phone. So pay attention to that. Are you on your phone right when you wake up, right when you go to sleep? Prioritize reading instead of being on your phone. Like, read your book first and then go on your phone. And at night too, before you go to sleep, read instead of being on your phone. Look at those things. Pay attention to those things. Like, when you go to a coffee shop, are you just scrolling through Instagram, scrolling through social media? Are you gossiping? You know, when it said you can be reading a book. So it's just like what you are doing and what you are prioritizing. I have my set times to read, morning and at night, but there are those times in between. It just depends, you guys, like if the book is really good. And that's one thing too, where with me, I feel like I just read whenever I kind of want to. Sometimes I have my set times in the morning and at night. For next year, I really want to set a time. There's just stuff that I want to do and that I do want to prioritize and that I want to focus on. So I might not be reading a lot throughout the day. See, that's one thing I am going to work on. Like, don't get me wrong, I just want to read all day sometimes, but there's other stuff I have to do, you know? Don't overdo it. Like, don't pressure yourself. And I'm not gonna set a goal for next year, to be honest. I'm not gonna set a goal. If I read more, okay. If I read less, fine. If I read the same, perfectly fine. I just want to continue reading because I love it and because I want to. I don't want to read to feel pressured. I could read 100 books, but I don't want to set that goal because I'm telling you, you just never know. Stuff comes up. There might be other stuff I'm prioritizing. I might not be reading as much. It is what it is, but I still just want to read, and it doesn't feel like a lot. I'm telling you, I just read and read. Once I finish a book, I kind of start another one right away, and I just read. Yeah, I write down what day I started, what day I ended it, and the number of books, but I didn't pay attention to it. I wasn't really keeping track. It didn't feel like I read that many books. I can't name literally all the titles that I read. I really cannot. I could probably tell you my favorite ones. It doesn't feel like 100 books, and that is crazy. Honestly, I'm proud of myself. Like, 100 books, that's a lot. Congrats to me for reading 100 books. Like, I'm proud of myself, but I'm more like, I'm proud that I'm actually doing something that I love. If you guys were to tell me 2 years ago, 3 years ago that I would be into books, that I'd be a book girly, I would not believe you. Because you guys, I never read a book in school. I wouldn't think that I'd read for fun. What? No, and I really do, and I love it. And I know people be making fun of us book girlies, that we read all the time, that we're probably boring. Little do they know. And honestly, like, I'd rather be at home by myself, reading a book, having a little self-care, having a little snack, some fruit, my fresh juice, maintaining my peace, instead of being out and about, doing all this stuff, making a fool out of myself. Like, no. Especially in this cold weather right now, you guys. I just want it to be summer again. I want to read at the beach while I'm tanning with my fresh juice, with some fresh cut fruit. Like, I really just want to go to a tropical island in December, maybe January. And just read and just chill, because I'm not a fan of the cold weather. What was my 100 book? My 100 book was A Pack for Winter. You guys, it was actually really good for my 100 book. Like, my 100 book was good. I did not expect it to be like that. And if you guys want to see the reading vlog of me reading my 100 book, it's my previous video, so go check it out. Just show you guys the current book that I'm reading. The current book is The Last One at the Wedding. I totally forgot the title. You guys, this is good, and it's in first person. I'm like, yes, it's a thriller. There's just gonna be stuff after stuff after stuff, and all these secrets, and it it just, like, I'm thrilled. Like, I love it when thrillers actually throw you, just waiting for it, waiting for it, waiting for something to happen, like for the thing to happen. I saw this one and I was like, dude, this one looks so good, and I received it. Ooh, shout out Flatiron Books. So let me tell you guys a little something too. I have gotten so many gifted books this year, and I'm so grateful for all of them. Super grateful. I'm just like, ugh, like I could cry. And I've gotten a lot of them because I've emailed publishers, I've emailed authors. So you guys don't be afraid to reach out. I've also entered giveaways, and you guys, the giveaways, you actually win. You know how there's other giveaways like for makeup and stuff like that, you don't even know if it's real or not. No, these are real. You can win. So follow all these publishers, follow authors, because they're always doing giveaways, and enter them. It's usually a follow, a shout out on their stories, tagging some friends. So if you guys want some free books, I suggest entering giveaways, because that's how I won a lot of my books. And they have also reached out to me, and I'm just like, oh, so I'm super grateful. And I'm trying to, you know, get some more books next year. I'm still emailing authors and publishers and stuff like that, requesting some galleys. I am part of some influencer programs, so that's exciting too, and I'm trying to enter some more. Anyways, I really love you guys. I appreciate every single one of you that has supported me this year, and that has given me a follow, that has subscribed, that has commented something cute, that has liked my videos. I really appreciate you. And let me know what book was your favorite this year. Which one was my favorite? Honestly, I have two: Wrath of the Dragons and Rose and Chains. Rose of Chains. Chain of Roses. But it's by Julie Soto. I just love those because those were the ones that I anticipated the most, and they were so good. They are fantasy romances. What's another one? Till Summer Do Us Part. I really like that one. What about a thriller? The Couple Next Door. Wrong Place, Wrong Time. What else was there? I just have no idea. Like, you just blank out. And I know I'm not the only one. Right when you finish a book and then somebody asks you about it, you blank out. You're like, I feel like because you're just trying to process it. Or even a week later, you'll be like, Let me know what books you're looking forward in 2026. I have seen some and I'm like, ooh, especially series. Oh no, and The Ordeals too. I really like The Ordeals. I was really into fantasy romance this year. I mean, I read a lot of romance, and I was really into thrillers too. I wasn't into all of them, but there was some really good fantasy romances that I read this year. Oh, it's just so good. Comment down below your favorite book of 2025. I'm excited for all the books of 2026, and hopefully there's good ones, because I feel like I read really good ones this year, but not as much. Like last year, oh, you guys, I've cried while reading books. Oh, and I was just over here talking. It's because I'm remembering things. I got into dark romance this year. I read Dark Academia, Dark Cowboy, Dark Military Romance, and oof. I'm trying to read more dark next year. So if you have some dark romance recommendations, let me know, you guys. I read a lot of good books, but I feel like last year it was book after book after book after book. Like they were just all good. And there was some sad ones that had me sobbing. Like, I want to sob. So if you have a book, a romance book that's going to make me sob, literally cry, you guys, like crying the whole time. 5 days later, I'm still crying while thinking about it. I just can't get it out of my head. Let me know, because I'm craving that type of book. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. Please like this video, subscribe to my YouTube channel if you're not subscribed already, and follow me on all of my social media accounts. All of them are linked down in the description box below, and follow my main accounts if you want to see some fashion, makeup, other lifestyle type of stuff. Give me a follow on those as well. Stay gorgeous, stay beautiful, stay reading. Bye.